Hello, welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations in Clay. My name is Louis Palladini, and tonight I'd like to continue with using the molds. I want to show you how to make a beautiful flower garden like this. You get all these beautiful flowers, and I'll show you how to do that. What we use for the base is we're going to take this. I'm going to take regular Sculpey, and then I'm going to cover it with brown colored clay. And I'll show you the colored clay that we need to use tonight. I get these little packages of Sculpey. You have like a violet here, a yellow, pink. We have a red, and then like a light blue. And then we'll also have a dark brown for putting over the base to give it the soil-like look. And then we'll also be using tin foil tonight, and that's how we'll make the soil-like look for the garden. I'll show you the first thing what we do. I'll show you the mold. You can buy this in any art store. What I did is it's got a number of different flowers, and I've already put some clay in here that I had fired in the oven. I would do it at probably 225 degrees for about 10 minutes. And I'll show you how I'll take this out. These are nice and hard now, so what I want to do in order to get these out is I want to flip the sides down and just twist it a little bit. You see how they just fall out nice and gently? And this is what they look like when they come out. Now you'll notice that there's a little bit of excess clay around here, so you can just take your fingers and even break that off like that. See how I'm just kind of knocking that off with my fingers? You take that off. Makes it look a little better. See that? And we'll put these aside right here. And what I will do is I'll just put this excess clay aside and see if we have a nice mold. So the first thing that I want to try to do is we want to make the base for the soil. We're going to take this ball of clay here, and I'm going to put it down like this, push down a little bit like that with the hand. But I think I want to work it a little bit, make it a little softer, because you can use the heat from your hands to kind of warm it up. So I'm taking and just pulling this out, just like that. And and then what I'm going to do, I'm trying to work it a little bit, but I'm going to press down on the piece of clay like that. See if we can widen it out. See, I'm pressing down on the different sides to kind of get it to go down, just like that. Just like that. Just squeeze it like that. See, I'm squeezing that. See, I'm trying to flatten that. The reason I like to use this clay for the base, it's a little less expensive than the colored clay. So that's why I like to use this first and then cover it with the brown clay. Just kind of see, I'm working that with my fingers, making it soft. Just like that. Just keep working it with those fingers. See, I'm just working it. And then we're going to put it down on the table again. Just like that. We want to spread it out. Just like that. Just keep working it, pressing on it. It's a good workout. It's good for working out the hands, make them stronger, make your fingers stronger too. So now I'm just kind of working that. Just trying to make it a little bit bigger. But then on the bottom, I want to make sure if you get anything that splits on the bottom because you're doing that, just take and work the clay back together like that. See that? You're going to do that. Just go like that. And then what we're going to do is just press it down one more time. Just like that. See that? Want to work it nicely. Just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this Sculpey clay that's colored, and I'm going to open this package here. It's a block, but it's in 4 different sections. You have lines going through it. So I'm going to take the first piece, and I'm going to just work that in my hand a little bit like that. See, roll that around. Want to make it soft. Makes it a lot more pliable. So, and then we can try to flatten it out like this with our fingers. See, I'm flattening that out. And then we can put that on the center. And I'll just place that down there like that. See how I put that there? And now what you want is just kind of press that into the clay. And I'm just working it, spreading it out. See how little by little I'm spreading that? And we'll just keep working it. Do that. I'll take another piece of clay. We want to warm it up. So see how this, I'm just rolling it between my fingers or my hands. Make a nice little ball. And then we'll take and we'll start to flatten it out. And then I'll put it like right here. And then we'll try to, and I'll show you, we'll just work it around. See, I'm just kind of pulling that and we'll just work that. See, I'm just working that in. Just like that. It gives it a really nice look now because it does look nice and dark like soil outside. And then I just want to put a little piece over here, and then I'll show you how we'll use the tin foil to make it look like soil. So I'm going to just flatten this out, put that there like that. See that? I'm working that. Just see I'm working, taking that, working it, just like that. And now what I want to do is I want to take the tin foil. I'm going to take this, I rolled it up into a ball, and now what I want to do is just kind of go over it like this. See this? Tap it. It creates a very nice texture by doing that. Just go all the way around, just like that. And you just work it, just like that. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any spots. So now, look at that beautiful texture. Just looks just like soil. Now, what I want to show you is I did fire a few pieces in the oven. I want to show you how to place them. I'll show you the finished product. What we're going to do now is I have a few of the flowers, so I'm going to take these flowers and place a few of them. And you can place them in any manner that you want. I'm going to take the red rose that I had created before. And now what I want to do is I want to stick this in the center. So what I'm going to do is just take and place that like that and just kind of lightly press it into the soil like that. See I'm doing that? You just want to do it gently because if you press too hard, you can break the flowers. But you want it enough so it will stick. So I place that one there. I'm going to take another one and I'll place it right here. So you just kind of push it down, and then I'm just going to work this in here, back and forth like this. just like that. And we have a couple more flowers, and we'll place those. You can place them in any manner you want. I'm just going to place this one right here. I'll show you. I put it right there. And I'm just kind of pushing that in ever so gently, because you don't want to break those flowers, because they are hard at this time, because they have been fired. And then I'll take and place this other one over here. Now, normally we have flowers for the entire mold. I just want to kind of give you an idea of how to place these. And this mold, like I said, it's very flexible. It's a great mold to have. You fire these in the oven at about 225. I wouldn't go much above that for maybe about 10 minutes, because we're going to have to take this here, and once we place all our flowers, we have to fire this for another 10 or 12 minutes. And so these will actually get fired twice by putting this in a second time for those. I'll show you what the final product will look like. Once you place all your flowers, you're going to place them. Now that you've got them placed, you can put this in the oven. Like I said, put it at about 225 for about 10 or 12 minutes. Put it in, then take it out, and it'll be a beautiful flower garden. And it's a very simple way to create it using the mold. I know usually I show you how to make everything from scratch, but it's a simple way that, let's say you're not good at making flowers, or you don't feel you can make a really good one. At least this is another way of doing it. And I do want to thank you for coming to Creations in Clay tonight, and I do look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now. Thank you.